Welcome to Al's Air Guns. Hey, today we are conducting a review of the Winchester Air Rifles Model 12 shotgun-styled .177 caliber steel BB shooting pump-action air gun. And this one is a real gem. I will tell you up front, this is one of my favorite air guns, BB guns, that I've tested this year in 2025. Like it for a number of really good reasons. The motivation behind it was that young people getting involved with the shooting sports might like to have a BB gun or an air gun that looked a lot like their dad, uncle, grandpa's Model 12 shotgun. Something that they could carry in the field and kind of look like the big boys. I think looks-wise, they did an excellent job. Obviously, really resembles the Model 12 shotgun, is a pump-action air gun, and looks and behaves just like its big brother. Now, this is actually manufactured by Daisy, and very high-quality copy of the Winchester. Now, some of the things I like about it. Let's go ahead and take a look. Now, the way that we load BBs into it is similar to the modern Daisy BB rifles. We have a loading port on the side of the barrel shroud. We simply push that in and up, exposes the loading gate. BBs are simply dumped in. I think it can hold something like 250, 300 BBs. I'll put that on the screen there, but we put BBs into the reservoir there. Go ahead, close that up, and then we move up to, I believe it is 20 of the BBs into the spring-fed magazine. And that's done by simply pulling up the follower, turning the rifle upside down, or you can just shake it like that if you want. And that actually loads the BBs into this spring-fed magazine. Now, I really like the fact that it has the spring-fed magazine. Many BB guns that feed by gravity feed, you get misfires. Sometimes they fail to load a BB. Not so with this BB gun. Now, in terms of safeties, we do have a cross-bolt safety, and it pushes from one side to the other. Right now it is on safe. We push it through like that. We expose a red ring that indicates it is ready to fire, and pushing it back through returns it to a safe condition. As far as sights, we have a rear sight that is adjustable for elevation. It is a simple notch sight with a blade in front. Very common on entry-level air guns. However, on this model, they've gone ahead and added a white dot to that point on the post. And this helps substantially in terms of precision aiming. In a minute, we'll look at some shooting I've done with it. This turned in some of the best results of any value air gun that we've tested this year, and outshoots the vast majority of the Daisy BB guns that we've tested. So a total winner in that regards. The rifle also comes with a wood stock, wooden forearm. They're very nicely finished, use quality wood, nice and thick, not like the kind of cutout plank that you see for many wood-stocked rifles. So I really appreciate what they did for us on the stock there. You know, the safety is very standard, but I like it. They did give us a very large safety button, operates quite easily, and the red indicator is very visible. The sights are good. Like I said, the fact that they are A, adjustable, and B, have gone through the trouble of the white dot on the front post really enhanced the sighting picture, really makes it easy to get good hits with. I think you'll be surprised when you look at the target shooting we did. This thing absolutely delivers. They told us to expect up to 350 feet per second. Now, many BB guns say that, and the vast majority of them out of the box, do 265, 275, maybe 280. This one, we did put it over the chronograph. I'll show you those test results in a minute, but it delivers velocity-wise too. In comparing it to one of the standard Daisy BB guns, it's more accurate, shoots at higher velocity or more powerful. The spring-fed magazine makes it more reliable. It shoots the BB every time until the magazine's empty. Then we simply reload the magazine from the reservoir on the gun. Its handling, it balances and handles extremely well. The balance point's right there at the receiver. Very easy to carry in the field. Balances well, shoulders well. Is all around operationally an outstanding air gun. Then to top it all off, this air gun currently sells for just under $50 US at the time of this video, which is October 2025. And that is an extraordinary value in my opinion. So let's go ahead and take a look at some shooting samples, take a look at what we did over the chronograph, and we'll be back to you in just a minute. Okay, gonna do a little target shooting with our Winchester Air Rifles Model 12. And yeah, of course, it's a .177 caliber steel BB gun, pump action. We are 25 feet back, and yeah, here we go. There we go. Let's see how we did. Okay, looks like I was hitting a little bit high, but what an excellent group. Yeah, for a BB gun with open sights at 25 feet, there is nothing wrong with that at all. Let's go ahead and move that in. Yeah, I had a tendency to hit high. Realized that kind of. So I was actually aiming a little low on the bowl, but still hitting high. So I need to adjust the elevation. Rear sight is adjustable for elevation. So really appreciate the fact that the Winchester Air Rifle Model 12, they take the time to put a little white dot, a little dot of paint or something on there on that front sight. Really helps a lot. Obviously, the gun itself is very accurate. As that trigger breaks in, just gets easier and easier to shoot well. Okay, we'll move on to the next part. Okay, gonna do a little chronograph testing. Let's go ahead and we are gonna start with the Winchester Air Rifles Model 12. 310. 293. 293. 305. 299. 295, 300. I think we got up, we were out. And that is it. All right, very good. Winchester Model 12 did really well. Nice velocities. Okay, so now that we've seen that, let's talk about our final thoughts. What do I think of the Winchester Air Rifles Model 12? Hey, I think they hit a home run with this. Daisy really outdid themselves in the production of this air gun. You know, the wood stock is simply top-notch, very well done, very well finished. The balancing and handling of this air gun are excellent. You know, it is a plastic receiver and plastic barrel shroud, but you know, that's not really a big deal. Looks-wise, looks outstanding. They obviously had to meet to a price point, and as a youth gun, if it was all metal, I think it would both be too expensive and too heavy. And with this setup, you simply don't have the maintenance or upkeep concerns that you would have with an all-metal gun. So, you know, trying to maintain a price point, trying to keep it lightweight and low maintenance, you know, I think the choice of the plastics was very good. The gun feels good in the hands, and beyond that, it shoots extremely well. Now, in terms of cons, if there is a con, out of the box, the pump is a bit stiff. Younger kids are not going to be able to pump it themselves. They are going to need a little bit of help. We'll go ahead and, you know, that racks pretty easily for an adult, but as I say, for a young shooter, it's going to be a little bit too stiff. They're going to need some help. But young shooters really should be operating with adult supervision anyway. And I have noticed with the little bit of shooting that I do with this, the pump has started to loosen up. So it does get easier and easier. Now, let me talk about some things that I'd seen in earlier videos. I was very intrigued by this gun, and I've been reviewing all of the daisies in this lineup. So it was both necessary for me to do it to complete my review of all of them, but also I thought it was a good looking gun. I thought it was a really good idea. I was very keen on it, very excited to get it in. Started to watch some of the older videos, and some of them weren't good. They weren't that favorable. Some people had talked about having feeding issues with the BBs. Also, the original version of the gun had plastic stock and plastic forend. Obviously, the manufacturer listened to that feedback. Not only did they upgrade to wooden stocks, which I think work and look just great on this, but if there were any feeding problems, this gun does not have them. This thing feeds flawlessly. Any of the concerns that I've seen in other videos are just not apparent in this gun. Now, obviously, this is a sample size of one, but as I've watched some of the newer reviews, I found out that other people are having experiences like I am. So, if you see an older review, you can tell the earlier model has the plastic stock. You know, I would take all of that with a grain of salt. For one thing, like they had talked about the fact that there was marring here that was happening on the plastic receiver through use. Hey, this new wooden stock forend, you know, if that was a problem on the old guns, problem has been solved. Totally non-existent here. We don't see any kind of wear marks. I've done a good bit of shooting with this, and it looks just like the day it was new. That also, apparently, some of the guns they claimed had issues at the seam here in the plastic, where you could see separation. Again, this one is perfect. Has held up well, looks just as good as the day it came out of the box. So yeah, the criticisms that people had levied about the initial guns simply aren't present anymore. So I would encourage you to have confidence in this. If you buy a new one and you have any experiences that are different, please let me know in the comments. But yeah, I was concerned when I'd seen some of them after I'd already made the purchase and I was waiting for it to arrive. But like I say, problems have been taken care of for everything that I can tell. And that's a big thing for a manufacturer to do, to actually listen to customer feedback, to go back and fix any shortcomings in their product and not just sell that product out and then come out later on with a generation 2, which another manufacturer in the airgun industry is quite famous for, but instead to just take the time to make the product what it should be is just outstanding. And Daisy and Winchester have certainly done that with this airgun. So I can't say enough good about it. Personally, I think it's a big win. Definitely one of my top air guns that I've reviewed this year. And obviously, I really, really like it. So, hey, thanks a lot for sticking with me till the end. If you're not a subscriber, please consider becoming one. Also, we've got a really good membership program. Access to some videos, some how-to things that are not on the public channel. And also, you get early access to videos. And you become part of a really neat community of air gunners that would love to have you be a part of. Membership starts as low as 99 cents a month. It goes up from there. So I think, you know, there's something available for every budget. We'd love to see you if you are interested in joining. And also, you know, if nothing else and you enjoyed the video, maybe you can take the time to give us a thumbs up. Hey, thanks a lot. You know, happy shooting, stay safe, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one. Take care.